Hello, my name is Joe Hoyle, and I am the president of CPA Review for Free. Our goal is to help you, and I do mean you, pass the CPA exam. How do you pass the CPA exam? You pass the CPA exam because you get 75 points on each of the 4 parts. And that's what we're here to do, to help you get those 75 points so that you can become a certified public accountant. Over the years, we have helped many people pass the CPA exam. On the average, we have about 10 million page views each year. Now that's a lot of points added to the CPA exam. That's 10 million page views every year. And we always say that every page view should equal about 1 point. So that's a lot of free points on the CPA exam. What is the purpose of this short video? What I'm going to do here in this video is to help you see how you can use our website to pass the CPA exam. There's tons of information here that can make you a better CPA candidate and help you get those 75 points. So to start off, where should you begin? If this is the first time you've seen our website, remember it's www.CPAreviewforFREE.com. Where should you start if you're looking to use our website? Here's my suggestion. If this were me, I would begin by going to this link right here, CPA Exam Tips. And what you'll find under CPA Exam Tips is a lot of interesting articles, many of which I wrote, some of which we got from other places, that talk about passing the CPA exam. I passed the CPA exam in 1970, and I have been working in CPA Review since 1980. That means I've got many years of experience in helping candidates just like you get the points they need to pass the CPA exam. Now, once you go to this link here, the CPA Exam Tips link, you'll find many articles. I want to draw your attention specifically to 2. One's at kind of the top of the list, and one is toward the bottom. But I think before you even get started, this is a good place to stop and do some reading. One of those articles is entitled, Using CPA Exam Review for Free to Prepare for Success. Helps you understand how this website and our questions, our 2,500 free questions, can help you get the points that you need to pass the CPA exam. Another article that I would strongly suggest reading is called Nuts and Bolts for Preparing for the CPA Exam. It talks about finding out how to get an application and how to get started on preparing for the CPA exam. You do not want to spend more time than necessary to pass the CPA exam. You want to do this the right way, and this CPA exam tips will help you get off to the right start. Now, the main reason that people use our website is because we have 2,500 free questions and answers. These are truly free questions and answers. I wrote most of these questions myself. I've been in this business a long time. I honestly believe these are the best questions and answers that you can find for CPA exam review. How do you get started to use these 2,500 questions? Well, there's a couple of ways to get started. If you just want to try a few questions just to see what they look like, this green box right here says free questions. Click on that box and you're allowed to have 4 free questions just to see how the process works. After you get 4 free questions, it will ask you to register, and we want everyone to register just for basic information. We do not sell this information, we just like to have it. Or if you want to go straight in, then there's 2 orange boxes you can find. One is right here, and one is right here. Either one of those will do the same thing. They will take you to the registration page, and once you register, you can go to work and you can start answering questions and getting points on the CPA exam. Now remember, when you register, there will be a box, and that box will ask you to check that box. I would very strongly recommend that you do check the box, because what we do is about every 2 to 3 weeks, I mail out a motivational email. It's very important to have a good motivational reason for passing the CPA exam. So every 2 to 3 weeks, I send out a motivational email if you have that box checked. So I would urge you to do that. Notice that then, after you have registered, you'll come in, and every time in, you'll need to log in, and you can see the topics right here that you'll need to go to. So if you want to take financial accounting and reporting, you'll click on that box. If you want to do auditing, you'll click on that box. If you want to do business environment and concepts, what's called BEC, you'll go to that box. And if you want to do regulations, you'll go to that box. And you can start answering questions immediately. We have many people who spend 20 to 30 minutes at a time on our website doing nothing but answering questions and then reading the answers to see how they have done. When you log on, or when you log into our website, and you go into one of these 4 topics, then you can answer the questions in a couple of different ways. You can answer the questions randomly, and that will simply give you a random selection of questions to use. That more mirrors what the CPA exam is going to look like. For example, if you're in financial accounting, the first question might be on leases, the second question might be on bonds, and the third question might be on earnings per share. On the other hand, you can also do the questions by topic. So if you want to focus on consolidated financial statements, then you can go directly to that topic and you can work all the free questions and answers that we have. I want to stress how you should do this. The first thing is read the question carefully. When you're practicing, never guess. You want to see if you really do know the material. Any question you get right, move on. You probably know enough then about that question. But if you miss the question, read the answer very carefully and take very short notes. I always tell my students to take notes of 10 words or less to make them focus on the material that they should have. We do have to pay for this website. So therefore, we also offer some premium content. And the reason for the premium content is to just help us pay for the website so that we can still offer our questions for free. The premium content of the content is right in this box and right over here. If you want to have more help, this is very cheap extra material. If you simply want to help CPA Review for free, this is a way to do it. A lot of people say, I didn't have to pay thousands of dollars, I want to help you. The premium content is what goes to pay for the site. Many people like to use apps. So we do have apps. We have an Apple app and a Google app or an Android app. You can click on those boxes and you can, for just a few bucks, you can get an app that will help you answer the questions through the phones that you might have and the other devices that you may have. If you want content information, now my personal belief is that you pass the CPA exam by answering lots of questions and reading lots of answers. Some people, though, want more content. We do have essential content right there. You can click on that box, and for a few dollars, you can buy content that will help you better understand each of the topics that's most likely to be on the CPA exam. Other people want to be able to download and print the questions and answers themselves just so they can carry this around in a physical form. So we also allow you to download the multiple choice questions and carry those with you. Some people really like to have them in a paper form, and that's fine. For those of you who are having trouble with financial accounting, we have a program called Points to Pass. This is only for financial accounting, and I believe that this is a great program if you're having trouble with that part of the exam. It's a computer-generated program that gives you a question, and then if you miss it, allows you to work the question again with different numbers. So you can work the same question over and over and over again with different numbers until you become smooth, until you understand the material. And finally, everyone knows that there are some task-based simulations and written questions on the various parts of the CPA exam. We give you examples, again, for just a few dollars to help support our website, all those simulations and all those written communication questions. So we do have content. We do have materials that you can have. I believe that the main thing you need is those 2,500 free questions and answers. But for those of you who want an app, For those of you who want some content, we also have that available too. But you can use our website all the time. You can use our website every day that you want to, and you can do that for free. But if you want more, we do have more. Also, one final thing. If you go to our store, we have a link to Fast Forward Academy. That's an up-and-coming, wonderful new CPA review program. And if you go to their website, you can buy their materials with a small discount by being one of our customers. We believe they do a good job. We like the fact that they will give you a discount. We hope that helps you if you need that. But that's only if you need that. Let me mention one other product that we have to help us finance CPA Review for free. We have a book that I wrote entitled Don't Just Dream About Success, Stack the Odds in Your Favor. And it talks all about how to become a more successful individual. If you go to Amazon.com and if you search for the topic Hoyle Success, you will find this book. And the proceeds from this book go to finance CPA Review for free. And I believe this book will help you become a more successful individual. We at CPA Review for Free want to help you to become more successful. We provide 2,500 free questions and answers so that you can get the 75 points that you need to pass the CPA exam. And you can do it with a relatively low cost. You do not have to spend thousands of dollars to become a CPA. You can answer our questions and you can be ready to pass the CPA exam as soon as possible. It does take work. You do have to work the questions. There really are no shortcuts, but we can help you do this in an efficient manner because we want to help you, and I do mean you, to become the successful individual that you really do want to become. Have a great day. This is Joe Hoyle from CPA Exam Review for Free saying go out there and pass that CPA exam.